maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the two-point play.
He's not going to get me.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. A first down throw, Darnold. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now it's Penny. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Play action. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Play action. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson, dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the... It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wilson.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Darnold, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline. That's complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quentin Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
I'm going to hit you.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. All day, dog.
On 2nd down, Darnold toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here are the Jets now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Switch.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So Wilson and the Seahawks down 16-15. A minute 50 to play. A field goal would be a game winner as they come up on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Oh, he fakes the spike. Being chased, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing now is Wilson. Out to his left. And he's got Lockett. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Wilson to throw. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny in the final minute. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Caught here by Bell.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. This complete to the tight end, Clay. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. We're going into